Scary games to try with your friends. This one's called Baby Blue. This game is an urban legend that kids used to play in bathrooms. And if you do it right, it said that an evil ghostly child will appear in your arms. And this is related to Bloody Mary. Some say it's like her kid, I think. To play it, you go in your bathroom, you turn off the lights, and you lock the door. You go in by yourself. Then you stare in the mirror, hold out your arms like you're rocking a baby, and repeat the words baby blue, blue baby 13 times without making a mistake. If you do it right, you'll feel the weight of a child in your arms. The baby will then get heavier and heavier, and you'll end up feeling a scratch in your arms. Before it gets too heavy, you have to quickly take the invisible baby, flush it down the toilet, and run out of your bathroom. It's said that if you don't run out of the bathroom fast enough, a hideous woman will appear in your mirror. She will yell, "Give me back my baby," and scream loud enough to break the glass. If you're still holding the baby, apparently she can hurt you. So as for all the games, I don't recommend any of these, and research. If you are gonna play it, research it before you try it. Goodbye.
My horrifying first sleepover experience. So when I was 12 years old, I got invited to my first sleepover, and it was my best friend's birthday party. So there were a bunch of other kids there too. And I had the best time ever until it's time to go to sleep. I'm sure some of you can relate, but I'm one of those people that can't fall asleep right away, so it takes me like an hour or two of tossing and turning before I fall asleep, especially when I'm not in my own bed. So I checked the clock, and it just hit 1 a.m. and I finally fall asleep after an hour or two of tossing and turning. Keep in mind, the easiest things can wake me up. So I woke up, but it was one of those times when you keep your eyes closed when you wake up. You know, like, you're aware that you had woken up, but you don't open your eyes because you don't want to. I heard some inaudible, really weird mumbling from one of the kids at the sleepover. So I threw a pillow and said, "Shut up, I'm trying to sleep." But as I was going back to sleep, I felt really soft breathing, like, on my face. And this is when things get creepy. So I felt a body on top of me. That's not all. I felt something really cold touch my face, and then I got cut and realized it was a sharp knife. Like for part 2.
Get this. So for a couple of years now, I have been working seasonally retail. Stay with me. So during the Christmas season, this guy comes in. And I was like, "Hello, sir. Welcome in. Is there anything I could help you with today?" And he goes, "Can I have your number?" And into that, I was like, and he was like, "Oh, you're married." And I was like, "No, sir. Actually, I'm engaged." I'm not engaged. I wear this ring out so that if somebody hits on me, I just can be nice and just be like, "Sorry. I know it's terrible. Sorry, whatever. Moving on." So he was like, "Oh, it's too bad you're engaged because I'd love to take you out." And I was like, "Yeah, anyway, how can I help you?" And this man goes, "I'm actually looking for a necklace for my girlfriend." His girlfriend. Then he asks where the $50 and under section is. I was working at a jewelry store. A nice jewelry store. I said, "Unfortunately, there's only a few items in that price range." Showed it to him. He said, "Thanks," winks at me, and walks out the door. Somebody come get your man.
Story time. So on New Year's, my friend and I went to a house party, and she ends up leaving to go to the bathroom. But when she comes out like 3 to 5 minutes later, she's just like, "Guys, help!" So like I look at her, I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Shh, I broke the toilet." I follow her to the bathroom. The toilet bowl is filled to the rim with water, and there's just 3 pieces of toilet paper just chilling on top. And I'm like, "What did you do?" She starts freaking out, and "The people before me didn't flush. I thought it was okay to flush, but it wasn't okay." So one of our other friends comes in, hears the story, and she's like, "Okay, hold on, I'm gonna go get the house owner." And my friend starts freaking out, being like, "No, don't tell him, he's gonna kill me." Our friend gets him anyway, and he comes in unbuttoning his shirt. He's just like, "Did someone call a plumber?" And then he sees the toilet, and he's just like, "What did you do?" So she tries to explain it to him, and he's like, "Okay, shut up." And then he fixes the toilet. But she was like still freaking out, like almost crying.
Story time. So there's this one road in my town that everyone knows not to speed on because half the time there's usually a cop down at the bottom of the hill. Well, I live right off of this street and drive it every single day. Well, back in August when I was moving, I wasn't paying attention to how fast I was going, didn't see the cop at the bottom of the hill, and ended up getting pulled over. You know, the usual happened. He came up to the window and was like, "Ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over?" And I was like, yes I do, because I'm a speed racer who doesn't know how to slow their ass down. He ends up letting me off with a warning, and I go on my merry little way. Well, just now I was driving home from school, not paying attention to how fast I was going, and not paying attention to see if there was a cop at the bottom of the hill. My fast ass was going 60. So same thing happens, takes my license and my registration. He comes back to the window and informs me he's the one that pulled me over back in August. He ends up giving me a warning and tells me not to go 60 and a 40 ever again. There's no moral to the story besides I need to be aware and slow my ass down.
Story time. So last night I went to the movies and dinner with the boy last night, right? So I FaceTime him and I was like, are you ready? He said, yeah, but I have to tell you something. I'll tell you when you get here. I was like, not again. I pull up, he gets in. He was like, you won't believe me, but I don't have my wallet with me. And I was like, being a nice person that I am, I was like, it's cool. It's cool. I don't care. It's fine. So we get to the movies, right? We walk in or whatever. We get our tickets or whatever. You know, since I'm a Regal Platinum card member or whatever, I get like certain shit. So here he comes ordering all this stuff. Oh, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? And I'm looking at him like, you realize it's coming out of my account, right? So I just let him do him and just kept my little smiley face on like this. Just let him do him. Just total came out to $43.
So I just got home and this is my best friend's car, not my boyfriend.
I've just been gone for a couple of days, so I'm about to find out why this bitch is here. What the fuck? My room. Me and my dog on the wall. Her phone. Her smoothie. Her bag. Hello?
You need to calm down.
Fuck you!
Beth, just let me get dressed. Let me get dressed.
Come out here, bro! Just come on! Come out!
You have to promise you won't hit me.
Oh my god.
You can just open the door. I'm just watching your dog.
How I married my high school girlfriend. The summer after high school, we dated for 9 months, and then I broke up with her. I didn't see her for 2.5 years, but during that time, I would imagine moving to New York City, going to a coffee shop, turning around, and there she would be. And when they made the movie about my life, I'd be like, there she was. Somehow, we always found a way back to each other. But that never happened. Then, over Christmas break, I saw her at a party, and I didn't say a word to her. It shook me up so much that I went home, read all of the letters she ever wrote me, cried a lot, and texted her. We started talking again for a few months, and right when I was thinking, wow, this might be the girl that I marry, she ended it.
Story time! Our freshman year of high school, we decided that it would be super funny if we switched classes for the whole day. Since we were new to the school, no one could tell us apart, especially our teachers. We planned out our day, we wore the same outfits and the same hair, and we gave each other our schedules.
We went over everything we did in class. We kind of had different personalities, so she was more of the troublemaker and I was just kind of quiet in class.
We ended up giving each other our backpacks, homework, and we switched IDs.
So I walked into my first class and some of the kids started to notice that I wasn't Mackenzie except for the teacher, so I was good.
My first block went really good too. No one really noticed at all, actually.
So from second block to fourth block, none of the teachers noticed that we switched classes.
By lunchtime, pretty much all the students knew and everyone was talking about it. So after lunch, we were going into our 5th period class and Malia didn't tell me, but she had a presentation due. I obviously wasn't prepared and that's when my teacher noticed.
I was just chilling in my class and then my teacher got a phone call.
Like for part 2!
Time about the first time I wore a swimsuit at the beach. I'm 21 and it's the first time I'm going to wear a swimsuit in public. I'm really nervous and my boyfriend is like, take off your t-shirt, let's just go. I'm like, okay, it's cool, let's do this, let's go. I get like an inch before the water and I hear to the left of me, your body's offending me. And I'm like, yeah, your body's offending me and you look like a whore. Bitch! This is my first time I've worn a swimsuit out ever in public and this is what happens? So, I mean, as soon as you call out my body, I just was like, you just opened all doors for me to roast you. Oh, I did it. I stooped to her level, and well, fuck you, you fat bitch. That's why you eat McDonald's every day to look like that, and I work out every day to look like this, you fucking crackhead, motherfucking ass, oompa loompa body ass bitch. And well, she's all like, oh my god. Comes to her husband that was looking at me. And he comes up to my boyfriend.
I got a question. Does this make me a bad parent? Oh, what had happened was yesterday I went to go drop my son off at preschool. This aggressive little 4-year-old girl came up by my son while we walking into the classroom and she said, that little bit bad word I can't say. She shoulder checked my son. Had too many emotions inside. I was saying, oh, okay, little girl, I will shove my foot so far up your ass you will look like a shish kebab. I thought that was just like a small smidgen over the top, so I didn't say that. And yeah, when she shoulder checked him, it pissed me off. But what made me more mad was that my son just sat there and took it. He was just like, I looked at her and I looked at him, and I could tell by the look of his eyes he was just gonna let that go. Okay, that's not how I roll. I'm like, son, you are named after me. We petty as hell. You need to get her ass back. I knew something had to be done, and he wasn't gonna do it himself, so I had to give him a little nudge in the right direction. So I might have accidentally on purpose kind of like pushed him slightly into her, like hard. I pushed him, he knocked her into the wall, so we got even. I mean, he got even. Does that make me a bad parent?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. The most embarrassing thing just happened to me. So I just took a bath. I didn't wash my hair because I'm lazy and I'm gross. Anyways, I walked out of the bathroom. I live by myself. I am technically allowed to walk around naked in my birthday suit whenever I want to because nobody else is here to see me. You get the point. I can walk around naked because I live here by myself. My name Hope with a P is silent. As you can see, the P is knocked off. Anyways, I walk out of the bathroom. My cheeks are barren. And I kind of forgot that I left my blinds open. And I walked out completely naked right across from this bar that is filled with people. My spaghetti-o. I'm pretty sure I flashed the entire bar. Look at, they probably saw me naked. It gets worse. It gets worse than this. I realize what I've done and that I'm naked and they can see me. And so I quickly turn around and run down the hall. As I was turning, I slipped in my little bath puddle and fell, still naked, in the hallway. So they saw me naked and they saw me fall naked. I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna die. I'm really gonna die.